Alrighty then, welcome back. Oh, the applause. We live for the applause. Annie is back from Dubai. First and foremost, the question on everyone's mind.
Unbelievable.
Did you sleep on grass or sand? I said grass on the whiteboard. Somebody corrected me that it's probably sand.
You want to know something funny?
It's probably actually really nice because Dubai is stupidly nice.
Yeah. So we went dune buggy, which is actually you take like some Jeeps and you start driving in the desert like a wild guy, and then we had food afterwards. And the way it was set up, I was in this outdoor little place where there's gonna be entertainment in the middle, and they had pillows on the ground, and I was so tired, I kind of did sleep. I was like a pillow layer away from sleeping on sand. That was how. So yeah.
Okay, we figured it out then. When you're stateside, it's the grass. When it's international, it's the sand.
I was so tired. I don't care what you guys say. How y'all doing? Yes, I'm back. Has been a couple weeks.
Yep.
You know, we didn't do a show last week because of Red, but he's doing better according to Darreck.
Yeah.
So
I did talk the next day on the stream a little bit about that. So they're in the loop. Red is still doing all right.
Yeah, I was in the loop. I'm just kidding. But yeah, he's doing good. But we're here to talk about some. First of all, the off season's not over though, bro.
What are you talking about?
The off season's not over. What are you doing?
We're looking at the future.
Nah. I'm looking at right now, bro. I'm looking at right now.
Anytime you ever wonder in the future why I will mention grass or sand and where you sleep, just remember this moment.
Yeah, if you keep bringing up freaking grass or sand, don't worry, bro. I'll help you out. I'm gonna keep bringing this out. Let's go.
Well, now you're breaking the fourth wall by going out of the clipping of the frame.
I don't care, freaking guy.
Unbelievable. Oh, God.
Put it on, damn it. All right. We're talking about. I reminded myself because I was wearing this jersey.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You get to wear a freaking Luka Doncic shirt, and I got to wear freaking Rondo.
Or Isaiah Roby, or Jay Crowder.
Yeah, but I can't run from it.
Nope, you can't. You can't. Not until, what are we doing, the preseason? Is it preseason that we're doing it? That you're stopping?
I think it was to opening night, right? Because because preseason is part of the new season, so I guess that would be it.
Mm-hmm. I'll at least give you that. But that's a good segue. That's a good segue to what we're talking about today. So for people who, I guess, Mavs fans living under a rock. The schedule actually came out last week, Monday, and we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about where we think the Mavericks will stack up in accordance to the West.
In a stacked.
It's super stacked.
Western Conference.
It's super stacked. Like, there's going to be good teams that are going to be in the lottery this year. And who knows? The Mavs might be one of them.
Before we dive,
maybe not.
Before we dive into all that, we gotta at least go over some of the first people in the house.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always glad.
Always.
He's not even the only guy with the notification bell. He just never not has it. His phone is always in his hand.
Oh, right.
He said that the last stream that like he always is just on his phone, and so he just sees it go to the top and just hits the notification like he's ready.
That's funny.
Then we got
Usain Bolt of
Kimbo Honey.
Honey.
Hi guys, what's up, Kimbo? Rangers King in the house. What's good, Max?
What up?
CJ
from San Andreas.
Quasimodo.
Oh, he's a Mavs fan too?
He's a Prospect fan.
Oh, nice. Well, welcome, Quasimodo.
Can't catch him. Mavs are flying well beyond the radar. Why we could sneak 7 to 10 games until they realize, he's saying get up to 10 games into the season before people start to go, oh shit, Dallas is actually pretty good.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. I was like, well, a 10 seed wouldn't get us in, so that's not really flying under a radar. Point taken. Let's see.
7 till 10, that's probably our range.
You shut your mouth.
That's actually probably close to our range of outcome.
Let's see here. Jag of Jokester, what's up? Justin Jackson will possibly get traded if he plays well. Yeah, it's a possibility, but you know what? If he's playing so well that he can be a significant part in a trade that brings us a third star, not saying superstar, just a third star, that still has value, and I still would be pleased with that, as long as we're not getting like a 30-something-year-old dude that doesn't fit the window and what we're building toward.
You like a Darreck? Huh? What happened?
Yeah. Don't even open that door. I've been killed a couple times for those opinions.
No, let it go. I would trade for freaking Darreck when we could.
He's 35 and played 30 games last year.
Exactly, and we could probably
he played fewer games than his age last year. Let's see here. Eric Anthony, what's up? Jason Bryant. Let's see. AC Mavericks, $18.99. Oh, he's a diehard Mavericks fan from before the turn of the 19th century.
Or is it $18.99? Is that a Red Dead Redemption 2 reference? Because that's like one of my favorite games of all time.
Let's see here. Dallas needs to trade for a legit starting center like Jarrett Allen of the Brooklyn Nets, he says.
Jarrett Allen is not leaving the Nets.
No, he said like him, not him.
Like him? Who is out there that we, other than Steven Adams? You have
Oh, hey. Today is 2 years ago exactly that I founded the Dallas Prospect.
Oh,
How about that? Whoa!
We totally planned that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Now, it is worth clarifying. It's founding the Dallas Prospect. The channel started in October. The first video went up in October.
Okay.
So it's not the YouTube anniversary, but it is at the very least
The business.
the overall, like the website and all that was 2 years ago today.
Everything started 2 years ago. Nice.
Yep.
2 years.
Of course, we were already working together even before that. We were in the dying days of Project Shanks. We were already running
Yeah.
our, at the time, not named show. We had your show previously that we resurrected.
Sports Anytime.
And maybe we will get back to that
Probably.
whenever we get in the future to, I don't know, like a studio or something.
Nice.
When we get to that phase and we can actually do this a little bit more full time,
Yeah.
maybe we can actually resurrect your show.
Yep. I'm
let's
actually
see.
looking forward to that. That'd be cool.
A lot of things would be cool in life, Finny. A lot of things.
I need to stop doing this. I don't know why I have this way. Like I look at myself and
You kind of look like a '90s boy band poster guy, where you're like, too much shimmy shake.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
Let's see here.
This mic is what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna come together.
Dwight Howard to the Lakers. Yeah, I think that happens in light of the Boogie ACL tear.
Yep.
Man, talk about a dude with a bad break.
Bro.
3 major injuries, and use a coaster, sir.
I'm sorry.
Use a coaster.
I'm not using this crap. Oh, you coaster.
Shouldn't that make you want to use it then?
Yeah, you're right.
See, I just tricked him into not ruining my desk. That's all that happened there.
Yep. It's called people skills, people.
But yeah, so Boogie's third severe injury in the span of 18 months.
Yeah,
An Achilles, a quad, and then an ACL.
He's done.
And it's his second straight 1 year deal too. So yeah, he probably is done because he's 280, and he hadn't even come back from the Achilles to full form.
Nope.
At least what we assume would be his full form.
Nope.
Before the quad.
You fool.
And then this.
You haven't even seen my final form.
I think we have in his case.
Pelicans.
But yeah, so now we'll be looking at probably Dwight Howard reuniting with the Lakers.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
How weird for his career too. Not just 2 swims to the Lakers, but he was there with Kobe and LeBron, and he still probably won't himself do anything.
Probably not.
If anything, he'll torpedo that team.
Actually, I'm actually for it. Let's go. Dwight to the Lakers. Let's make it happen.
You're like, you know what? Sold.
Let's go. We need all the help we can get.
Will a team keep Hardaway? Will Dallas keep Hardaway until the end of contract?
I don't see why not.
ARZ. He's got 2 years. This year and one more.
Yes, this year and one more. I don't see why not.
I mean, it depends on what happens around the deadline. But if he's got 2 years left on that contract, it is hard. It's hard to see jettisoning it, because I mean, look when we tried to jettison Wesley Matthews 2 years ago. No one wanted him, so we held on to him until this past year's deadline.
Granted, Tim Hardaway's younger and he didn't go through a major injury like a torn Achilles.
But when you have a bloated contract for a guy whose production hasn't matched up to it yet, you're going to be hard pressed to move him when he's got multiple years left, because people want expiring contracts if they're not taking on either a young prospect or a star.
So, I mean, we probably won't get traded this year. There's probably a likely chance that he'll get traded next year, probably.
That's my guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Courtney Lee should be who you're trying to get rid of now, because he didn't even have a role with this team.
I don't know why everyone is so bullish on trying to trade Tim Hardaway. I get the contract.
Well, okay, I can explain part of that, because the only thing they've seen of him in the Mavericks uniform last year, and I know he didn't play all 29 games. He played about 22 games, I want to say, before he had the stress reaction.
Getting hurt. He
had to have like a metal rod put in his leg as part of the surgery. But in that, he averaged 15.5 points in Dallas on like 14 shots.
Yeah. Yeah,
horribly inefficient.
I understand, bro.
I'm just saying that's their impression.
So that wasn't a complete team.
They saw that, and then they saw shutdown with a leg injury, and they're like, 3 this year plus 2 more, huh?
No, I think he can be a welcome addition. Well, I guess addition. I'm not going to count the last half of that year.
As a bench player, as a 6-man type,
yeah.
Then I'm okay with having him. I do think he has better potential, but he's not going to be allowed to just shoot every time he touches the ball. Like he had more freedom to last year.
Yeah, I mean last year.
Because if he's on the court,
a solid measure, he can put up threes. Anyone's just.
I don't know how many of those Salah's
play games, guys.
I don't know how many of those Salah's going to get allowed this year.
No.
But if you're on the floor with Luka and KP and like imagine like Seth Curry as well. Imagine being on the court with all three of them and then 3 straight possessions. Tim Hardaway bricks a 3 and they're all just kind of like looking at him like,
timeout.
Wait a minute, sir.
Coach, sub this man out.
Okay, and then he gets his own rebound and he goes to throw a pass to Luka, but he hits Mark Cuban in the face with the ball on the sideline.
Hey man, he's gonna be good. All right, freaking. Guys, you need to just chill out with trading all our freaking play. I feel like our fan base is like people playing freaking 2K, like some on my league or whatever, and they just keep trading people.
But
like
then he goes to pick up the ball and he trips and he punches Cuban or Carlisle in the dick.
Stop.
Like,
just stop.
Dirk's sitting at the sideline as well, and he like accidentally elbows him in the face. I mean, at this point, the man has to be stopped.
I feel like that's what everyone really does think of it. That's why they want him gone so bad. It's like, dude, I mean, he was when he was the number 1 option on the Knicks. When KP was out, he had games when he was putting up. I don't know how he fished. I haven't looked into it, but he was. It's not like they weren't getting blown away all the time. So he kept him in some games. So like, imagine having that dude who was capable of having 30-point games coming off your bench. Now he's not going to do that for us, but we know that he might get hot, and magic can happen.
I don't have a drop for that. I thought I did. Moving on.
Drop it like drop it like it's hot. That's good. I was trying to make
that was throwback all the way to 7th grade for us.
I don't know. It was probably 8th.
Something like that.
I don't know. I can look it up.
Abraham Young, I heard OKC wants to trade Chris Paul to Dallas. Hope it's not true. I hope you're right that it's not true because I want nothing to do with Chris Paul.
I will revolt. I will walk up.
That contract is one of the most hideous contracts in the league right now.
Yeah, contract to player. Yeah,
he'll be 37 when it's done, and he'll make like $44 million at 37.
It's not good.
And he's been declining. He's been hurt. He's a smaller point guard whose game is built on kind of the shiftiness a little bit. Man, then you think about how ball dominant he is. It takes the ball out of Luka's hands. That would be an unmitigated disaster.
Nah.
The sore lately. Still ain't got that haircut yet, bud. I'm not your bud, pal.
I'm not your
and I'm not cutting my hair. Every time you voice your opinion on that matter, my hair is going to be allowed to grow like another inch before I cut it.
Why don't you cut your hair, bro? I know a guy.
You know a guy?
I know a guy. Cut your hair. Get you right. Get you nice and right.
Yeah.
And do it for, I don't know how much he would do it. I don't know if he cuts white people hair too. He's racist against white people. It's a thing.
All right. I was trying to find a better reaction in response, but I was like, I need to tread very carefully.
We need to get going on what the crap we're talking about today.
Dude, you've been gone for weeks. We're just trying to settle in. You know, like when people do a podcast, they'll just shoot the shit for a while and then they'll forget what the topic was and they'll wait for the people in the comments to get angry enough to actually chime in and say, get to the effing point.
I love the term shoot the shit. That's funny.
You're like thinking of it in a literal sense. Yes. Like someone standing over a toilet with a hunting rifle.
How does that mean shoot the shit? What does that mean? Oh, basically just gisting and not really. So now I'm using Nigerian slang. Talking, having a conversation. But how does that translate to shoot the shit? I don't get it.
I don't know.
The English language, guys, it is hilarious.
Mellow, no mellow, DKD, no mellow. I am anything but mellow on the subject of adding Carmelo. Let's see here. I'll come up with your guy. Amon Shumpert is still a free agent. Nah, I don't know if he is, but I have no interest. Get him bald face with a crispy lineup.
What?
Bald fade. Wow. Let's see here.
You can pull it off, bro.
He will cut the hair for the playoffs in a colored beard in blue. Says Rock.
Do it.
I don't know about that. That's tough.
You must do what the people want.
I'm already wearing this stupid jersey.
Got to get. You don't give a damn about a Rondo jersey. That's because you lost a bet.
Yeah. All right. Anywho, let's get into the topics here now. We've been going for about somehow 21 minutes, although 5 of them we weren't really going. So if someone was listening to this like a podcast, they're probably skipping.
Fast forward 15 seconds at a time.
They probably already moved on and left a 1-star review. But yeah, so let's talk about this. Are the Dallas Mavericks flying under the radar? Now, if you look at the Western Conference currently, obviously we know this is a stacked conference. Tons of duos everywhere.
Super stacked.
No more super teams or trios per se, but lots and lots of duos.
Dynamic duos.
The
year of the demo, which I love, by the way.
Yeah, it makes it more interesting.
We've discussed this before, and so we're not going to get into our predictions, right, of how we were seeding them. No, not yet.
We can, but we can leave. I mean, not in the show. Do you mean today or the second?
No, like the show. We're not doing that yet.
We can do it in the scope of the way too early predictions.
Let's just list.
How else are we supposed to talk about them flying under the radar?
Let's list the teams that we think will make the playoffs.
Okay.
Then we'll seed them.
And let the people seed them.
Let the people.
Much rather
give the people what they want. Sorry.
Max says he'd rather draft LaMelo than invite Carmelo to camp.
Yeah, man, that guy. So for some reason, it took people a long time to finally coming around that Melo was not a winner. I was saying that since like 2012 when people were still on this man's jock, and I'm just like, I was mostly jealous. I'm not gonna lie, I was jealous.
So 2012, that's before he even went to the Knicks, right?
No, he went to the Knicks the year we won a championship.
Oh, so 11.
Him and Darren. What's the freak's guy's name? Darren Williams. Boom, D. Will. They got traded to the same year, I think, 2011. A lot of moves happened that year. I was really
Williams was a free agent.
Darren Williams?
Yeah.
He got traded to Brooklyn or New Jersey before. He ended his contract in New Jersey.
That's right. He ended the contract there and then re-upped on the Cuban at Shark Tank recordings and all that instead of being at the meeting. Yep. All right. Fine. We'll go into it that way, but let's dive into our playoff teams here
in the West.
Let's dive into it. We're just going to list out all 15 teams, and we're just going to give a yes or no answer right now on playoffs, and then work backwards from there to get into the seeding. Like, I don't know how you want to have the conversation, which is the entire...
We can do that.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to try... Okay, let's just start with the simple one. Phoenix Suns, yes or no?
Yes. No, it's blank. No.
Go back to
Dubai. There's still a couple of pieces short. I like the addition of Ricky Rubio.
Yeah.
Gives them a real point guard because they didn't have one really last year. They had a bunch of super duper young prospects that really didn't have much of anything other than upside. Because I think they had who was his name? Like D'Anthony, some short guy. I don't know.
Okay.
But Ricky Rubio's good, playing him alongside of Devin Booker. Hopefully DeAndre Ayton. He definitely. I mean, him being the number one pick, but he got, in terms of coverage, it was definitely the Luka Trae Young show. Even though it wasn't that much of a Trae Young show.
He was like the next closest guy, but he was so far in the distance that if you looked through binoculars,
Luka,
he would have been like a little bitty.
It's like Luka, Trae Young, DeAndre Ayton was number 3.
Yeah.
But hopefully he takes a step forward.
Who was the guy in Sacramento that they were trying to say?
Bagley?
Yeah. I remember 3/4 of the way through the year, the Mavericks, I think we're going to play the Kings, and the Kings coach said, "Oh, to me, it's clear that Bagley's the rookie of the year," and said it with a straight face. And I'm like, I know you got to go to bat for your guy, but come on, son.
It's like, Coach, you didn't start him at the beginning of the year.
like, bro.
You probably weren't even starting him then. You were starting that European guy, like Belinka. I don't even know his name.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
No, but I mean, I do see where they're going. I can at least see something. It's not a cluster F of what the crap was going on there in Phoenix.
Right.
But they're building something. It's just they're just not there yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna take probably another 2-3 years, depending on.
Phoenix is going to take another 2 or 3 years just to start over and start with.
It might take 2-3 years, and then
since
Devin Booker leaves.
Since Nash left, they go from rebuild to rebuild.
Start their rebuild process all over again after they lose.
Jaren Ayton still
Devin
riding,
Booker.
Says Max.
Yeah, they did trade Josh Jackson too.
Yeah, he went to Memphis.
He did go to Memphis.
Yeah, because he's with Josh, right? Or Josh and Jaren are together now. Isn't that how it worked at Memphis? Memphis selected Jaren in the draft, and then they traded for Josh.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make the Jackson 5.
That was good. Well,
I like that we were on the same page.
Yeah, John Morant's good. Like, F that. One of them bros coming off the bench. Gave me Tito. Anyway.
Let's see here.
So next team.
Okay, so we got that. Next team, let's throw out the aforementioned Grizzlies. Yes or no? Playoffs.
No. Still a young team. Definitely still. I mean, this is how good the NBA is going to be. You guys. A team that's going to be as exciting as the Memphis Grizzlies. Because John Morant's going to put on a show. Jaren Jackson definitely showed he's, someone that you're going to have to mess with. You're not going to just it's Jaren Jackson.
Yeah.
Right? He showed a lot last year, although he barely made, I won't say barely made. He was first team all-rookie last year. John Morant's good, step up. They still have Jonas Valanciunas, and they have Jay Crowder. They have Andre Iguodala. Who knows how long they're going to have him for? Trade ships, probably. For them to
we haven't heard
assets.
We haven't heard anything on the Iguodala trade front in a while.
Yeah.
We were hearing even that Dallas was interested in that.
Yeah, they're going to
interested,
but I mean, it's still something that there's no rush. You know what I mean? So they can look to move them probably towards the deadline. See how many contenders are in need. Probably some players will go down to where the value of Andre goes up. In fact, it will probably be even better for them to hold on to Andre up until the trade deadline. That's when teams start to really want to make moves to put themselves in a better position, and you can get more for a guy like Andre Iguodala or Jay Crowder. Or even both, trade them both and get some draft picks back.
Let's roll.
So the next couple of drafts would be the Thunder and the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Let's roll with a couple easy ones here.
Okay.
Clippers.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably I'll have them as my number 1 seed. Definitely going to be one of the best defensive players we've seen in our lifetime.
Defensive teams.
Yeah, did I say players?
You said players, yeah.
Defensive teams in our lifetime with Pat Bev, with Kawhi, with PG. Hopefully,
health is going to be a big thing for them. If they're healthy, they're going to be a monster defensive.
Hopefully, PG has shoulders again. I mean, if not, they will probably be like a 4 seed. But if PG has his shoulders, they'll probably be a 1 seed.
Yeah. This is probably the best team in the West, I feel, now.
Yeah, complete. They're from top to bottom.
Yeah, because they were insanely deep already.
Yeah.
They still have Lou Williams.
Coming off the bench.
Yeah.
They still have, I forgot the other guy's name.
Harrell?
Yeah, Montrezl Harrell.
Yep.
They both were in the running for 6th man of the year last year. I mean, they are stupid stacked. Yeah.
And they didn't lose hardly anything while adding several quality pieces.
So who do they lose?
Well, they traded with OKC, so Gallinari.
Yeah, they lost Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know who their 2 guards going to be, but it's going to be Pat Bev. Whoever their 2 guards is going to be is probably the shooter, or they can possibly go a little bigger by putting Paul George at the 2, Kawhi at the 3.
Yeah, because you're going to have to do that anyway with both of them on the floor. You're not going to run one of them at the power forward more than likely.
I mean, you can.
Could,
that's the beauty of having both of them on the field.
Yeah.
That's a super stacked team, yo. It's going to be fun. It's gonna be fun to see.
That is a funny point from Jaker there. Funny story. If you go back to when Paul George was with the Pacers and facing the Heat in the playoffs, you remember the story about him knocking up the stripper in Miami?
No.
Okay, well, he did that during a playoff series in one of those 2 years. It was like in the East Finals.
Okay.
Maybe it was the second round the next year. Okay, do you know who Paul George was dating when he cheated with the stripper?
Who?
Doc Rivers' daughter. Ooh. And now he's his coach.
Oh. What's Doc go do? I'm not gonna play you.
Doc Rivers is just like, I'm just gonna have to deal with this. The championship will be worth it.
Yeah.
I haven't won anything since Boston.
Since 2008.
Oh man.
I don't know how people still think I'm one of the best coaches. I had Chris Paul, freaking Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan at his best.
Yep.
And still couldn't win.
All right, so we got that as the yup.
Yeah.
Keep it in LA, Lakers.
Nah. Yes, they're gonna win. You're gonna have LeBron James, AD, Danny Green. I don't know what their lineup is gonna be. Because I was looking at it
They got
on 2K.
Yeah.
Because you heard the reports that LeBron's going to actually start at point guard.
Yep.
So that means Rondo's coming off the bench.
He's just following the Luka train. That's all it is. He's just a copycat, man.
Exactly.
We all know 35-year-old LeBron needs clout.
Exactly. So you might have LeBron, Danny Green. I don't even know who the 3 is. Kuzma?
Yeah,
or
probably.
You start Kuzma at the 4.
No, probably the 3.
Well, okay, because you're probably moving AD back up to the 5 now. Or if you get Dwight, will you start Dwight? That's weird to have Dwight come off the bench.
They're going to start Dwight, yeah.
So you'll probably, if they get Dwight. So they'll get Dwight at the 5, AD at the 4, Kuzma at the 3, Danny Green at the 2, and LeBron at the 1.
That's a big freaking lineup.
That's a good lineup, too.
You were talking about 2K lineups. That's pretty 2K lineup right there.
That's a pretty 2K, yeah. People are doing that since 2K11, bro.
What's their depth look like?
You have Rondo. You have Caldwell Pope. You have Caruso, bro. Don't even get me started on Caruso. Caruso's a G. Quinn Cook, too. Former Mavs great. I can't fucking talk.
I don't know, but now you're dropping F-bombs on the show.
Well,
I got one rule, man.
Quinn Cook. That's a tough name to say, Quinn Cook. Change your name, Quinn.
Quentin Cook. I added a W in there on the third one. I almost had it.
Quinn Cook, yeah, he's definitely some. He got some.
Yeah,
they don't have a lot.
They don't have the Clippers' depth though.
No,
so
not at all.
When we get into the seeding discussion, I think I'll have an interesting take on that. Okay, let's continue with that. Houston.
Yes, Houston. How good are they going to be depending on...
Spoiling my list, I got Houston number 1.
I don't think so.
Because I think it means a lot to them to have that top seed, more than it means to anyone else.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. What we're going to see a lot with the Clippers is you're probably going to see a lot of load management, which that's still a funny term to me.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of load management for the Lakers, which, again, still a funny term.
You're going to say that every time, aren't you?
I just...
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Who freaking came up with that term, load management?
I think Popovich is who popularized it. Like, not necessarily the term, but certainly the practice. Because it was like back in 2013 where he's like, you know what? It's a primetime game against the Heat. I'm going to sit all 4 of the guys.
I'm going to basically start my old...
22-year-old Kawhi Leonard needs a break.
Okay, so...
Yeah,
so you might see, of course, Russell Westbrook, he plays everything, all the games.
I think it's going to be hilarious to see the Rocket fans who tried to undersell and discredit every triple-double Russell ever had suddenly raving about his triple-doubles.
And it's
going to break my heart when he has to go to OKC and get a triple-double against the last team in the NBA that he hasn't done it against.
And it's still going to mean nothing. Anyway.
It's not going to mean much. I don't have them as champions, but I think I do have them as the 1 seed.
Yeah. How good is that fit in Houston with Russell Westbrook?
Hey, man, last time they played together, they were in the finals. They were up 1-0 in the finals.
Last time they played together, there was a clear hierarchy on who touches the ball.
Yeah, but they played together a lot more minutes and a lot better than people give them credit for back then. The question is, with how they've evolved in the time that's passed, will they keep that?
Yeah, exactly.
And now you don't have a Durant there as well, who was the lead dog of that bunch. So there are questions for sure.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. They still have a good team around them, too, with they still have Clint Capella. They still have P.J. Tucker. They still have Eric Gordon for the time being. Maybe we might see a move with one of them being gone so they can clear space.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's gone. Hallelujah for them. Even though I still think he was a better fit compared to Russell Westbrook for James Harden. But we'll see. A lot of people are talking about the style of play. Yes, it's the more analytical way. But I think the good point was people were saying when it comes down to the playoff time, it's all about getting buckets. No matter how you can get it, it's not about let me get the highest percentage, whatever. How many threes and layups can we get? Is just get me buckets. And Russell can do that. James can do that. But with their style of play, how is that going to hold up a Russell Westbrook if it's just James Harden dribbling out the shot clock and trying to make something happen?
Yeah,
we'll see. That's going to be
many questions.
One of the fun things we'll learn this, and then hopefully they'll have a bad start, and then that helps Mavericks get in position.
Maybe
why they're figuring that stuff out to put a Dallas spin on it.
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Hell no.
What I hate is when they're trying to spin it when they couldn't trade. Like turn around and offload Chris Paul like they want.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to like sell it to the fans like they think they can still be an 8 seed. I'm like, shut up. Just shut up.
Well, here's the thing. The Oklahoma City will be a playoff team in the year 2026.
They're gonna, dude, they got like 17 first round picks between now and 2026.
Yeah, exactly.
They could literally trade like I think I read like 6 or 7 first round picks in next offseason to get a superstar and still have like 10 picks left.
Okay, they'll trade to get a superstar.
Yes.
Will the superstar want to stay in Oklahoma City, though?
I don't know. Again, that was just a pure hypothetical. I don't even have a list of people to present you with that. But I don't know. Here's the thing that I would caution everybody who thinks OKC can flip that into gold like they did previously. Not a single damn one of those is currently a lottery pick. Not a single one, because who did they get the picks from? The Clippers, who are going to be very good the next few years.
Yeah.
The Rockets, who are probably going to continue being very good the next few years.
I mean, they will have their own lottery picks because they're probably not going to be very
That'll
good.
be the only thing they get. I meant like from the trades.
Unless Paul and Gallo F that up and actually get him
the 8 seed. I'd be like,
Presti would be so mad.
I'd be mad at Paul. I'd be like,
get him out of here!
You fool!
Yeah, that would be funny. I mean, let's see if Presti can. Well, we need to get back in focus. Let's see if Presti can pull the magic that he did, freaking drafting 3 MVP players
and back-to-back drafts.
Yeah.
And he also got Serge Ibaka in one of those too. Same one as Harden.
Adams and all.
Well, that was part of the Harden trade, but he drafts great. But they haven't been up and around that area in a while.
He's probably the most excited person in that room. He's like, if I can finally do it, I can.
If he survives that long, OKC fans are he's enemy number one.
I hope
now.
he doesn't get another job and the Mavericks pick him up as like an assistant.
Cuban and Donnie would never give him that leash. Why do you think they hired the Rockets guy and fired him 2 weeks later?
Hey man, I just want to draft good. Actually, we have been drafting good. What am I tripping? I'm tripping. We have been. We got.
I don't know. 2 years ago, that first round pick didn't work out.
Hey.
But we were able to flip them.
Did you see? Yeah. We got Kristaps Porzingis with that pick. Thank you very much. I think that was a very successful pick.
Did I see what, real quick, before we dive back into the next team?
His Dennis Smith's NBA 2K20 rating?
No, what is
77.
it? Like
7. God dang, dude.
I was going to say a 74.
Bruh. Unbelievable. One overall up from when he got drafted.
Wow. He's going into year 3, and they're like, you've pretty much stayed exactly the same.
We'll see, though. His shot does look better, even though it's lifetime pickup basketball.
Yeah.
I need to go to wherever this lifetime these guys are playing at, that everyone just buckets just go for everybody. Even J. Cole was not missing.
Yeah.
Or even though it was a highlight reel, so he was probably missing a lot.
Tell you what, if you figure out that gym, I'll record you trying to go one-on-one against Dennis Smith, and we'll throw it on the channel. That'll be content.
That'd be funny. That would be
okay.
hilarious. That'd be great for the channel.
Yeah, it would be very good for the channel.
Getting buckets on Dennis
Smith.
Smith.
And great for me and my general amusement.
No, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I still get buckets, people. Don't play with me.
Nuggets.
Yes, Nuggets is good.
Nuggets, I got as I already played my one.
Yeah, you just use your one. Nuggets is going to be a playoff team.
Okay.
They are coming off a really good run last year, even though they're a young team. They went number 2, even though number 2 seed versus like number
Murray
4.
and Jokic are very good. Jokic is definitely a superstar.
Yes.
Murray, I don't think is a superstar, but I think he is like in that next tier. I think Murray is very
I think
promising. You think he's another tier below that?
He might be a tier below that.
When I said
okay, superstars.
I guess that's that's meshing it all together at that
like
point.
Kawhi's.
Well, okay, yeah, that's like if we're narrowing that scope to saying like you're elite at that point and saying that's what your superstar cutoff is, then yeah, if you're classifying it on that, I guess there's superstar, all-star, star, and then starters. I don't know.
Yeah. We gotta figure that out.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out our grading system and start putting up stars on the screen.
Yep.
Justin Jackson will average 18 points a game.
Oh, man,
I'd love that, and it would justify and vindicate me for that article that I wrote making the case for him starting. He averaged like 8.2 points per game after coming over to Dallas last year and shot, I think, 39% last year with us.
For 3?
Yeah. Nice. And 36% on the year. Nice. And when I was comparing him and Dodo head to head, Dodo's better defensive metrics, but they're the same height and I think wingspan roughly. And Jackson, I think, is offensively way better.
Way quicker shot. I love Justin Jackson's shot.
Yeah, I like Jackson a lot.
And you know what I would like for Justin Jackson to start? We'll have like the 3 most unique numbers in our starting lineup.
Jackson is 44,
77, and 55.
That's. I should have mentioned that in my article for why he had to start.
I just thought of that too, guys.
Yeah.
See, I'm a genius.
Let's see here. Okay. I've been jumping around the list to try not making obvious my count because this is my ranked list I'm looking off of here. Here's one I know I haven't mentioned: Timberwolves.
No, I don't think they do it.
No,
they're going to be one of those teams that are going to be fighting for that 8th spot along with some of the other teams that we're going to talk about. I don't want to kind of give away my rankings because I have talked about this. I talked about this on the plane ride because I met up with my cousins on the way to Dubai, and we were talking about this because we're all such big NBA fans, and we were like, okay, how's the Western Conference going to stack up? And so we were like counting down. For some reason, the Nuggets were our forgotten team. But yeah, I don't know why. And then we were like
the 2 seed from last year, and you're like, who?
We were like, who else is left? Like the Nuggets. Gosh darn it. But yeah, it's gonna be it goes to show you it's gonna be really tough. But who are we talking about?
We were just talking about the Timberwolves.
Yeah. So I mean, they still got Karl Anthony Towns. They got Wiggins, who I think is around the league now that he's just not that guy.
Nope.
Who did they draft? They drafted the Texas Tech guy, Darreck Kirby.
Yep.
Hopefully he pans out to be some good. He didn't play in the summer league, which I think I need rookies to play in the summer league. Like, stop holding your players out of the summer league.
There are exceptions. Luka made sense why he didn't.
Yeah, I mean the man was. I would give that one to Luka. I wasn't mad at that. Even I would have loved to see him in there. Like NBA fans generally look forward to the summer league.
Yeah.
So these players. Sorry.
It's becoming a bigger deal.
Yeah, and these coaches are gonna hinder the freaking growth of the league if they were like, we'll hold these players back. Because like your guy was drafted in like the 20th. Freaking play him.
Yeah,
stop it. So yeah, when you see Darreck Kirby, if he's nursing an injury, you can let me know in the comments, and I'll take back what I said.
They will let you know.
Yeah, exactly. I just thought about that. He's like, he was probably nursing some sort of injury.
Let's let's pick up our pace a little bit.
Yeah, I actually got it.
All right, Pelicans.
No.
Zion does not automatically put you in that stance.
No, I don't think so too.
And I think Zion will probably be your rookie of the year, but I don't think he. This might be my bad take. I don't think he's going to like set the world on fire in the same way. I would argue that Trey last year, how he finished the season, would be more impactful than Zion.
Yeah,
that's my take. So for the 3 Hawks fans that for some reason drop in on this chat and talk smack anytime I say anything not praiseworthy of Trae Young, even though again I say that I always liked Trae Young.
I like what the Hawks.
There's your compliment. I'm taking Trae Young over Zion.
I like what Trae and the Hawks are doing. They're gonna be a fun team to watch.
Yeah. Okay, so we got no on the Pelicans, but they got assets and they could be certainly good in the future. They just gotta wait their turn.
Yep. And it's coming soon, guys.
Jazz.
Yes.
Yeah. I love everything that Utah is doing.
Yes, I do too.
Conley, obviously you've got the rest of their structure
Donovan
still in
Mitchell,
place.
you
Gobert, Mitchell.
Ingles, and something European. Is it Bojan Bogdanovic? Bogdanovic. Very good players. And then you got guys like Emmanuel Mudiay, who's kind of resurrected his career with the Knicks. Now he's coming off the bench.
Jay Crowder?
They don't have Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder plays for the Memphis Grizzlies now.
Oh, that's right. I remembered he was there like 2 years ago, and I was like, I don't think he's there, but I lost track of him, honestly.
Yeah.
I was going to say, hey, Maverick tie-in. Of course, he's had weird numbers since he left. He was like 99 and then he was like other stuff.
Well, when you're in the Celtics, you almost have to go a weird number. They've retired virtually every number.
I think the Jazz are, man, we talk about teams flying under the radar. I don't think they're getting the respect they deserve. Denver either. But I think the Jazz are going to be freaking...
Well, they're
stacked.
There are a lot of the moves that they made this offseason, aside from Mike Conley, of course, but are good players, but not players that people just love talking about, you know?
Yeah.
People are not just up in arms talking about Bogdanovic, you know? Yes, you might see Dallas people talking about him because we were wanting him.
Oh, hey, today Mavs Facebook is here.
Nice. What up, Today Mavs Facebook? You're all hilarious.
I don't know your name other than Today
Mavs Facebook. Yeah, Mavs Facebook is...
It's an interesting space.
My gosh, I got in it for like a week, and I was like, "Yo, I cannot."
Every now and then, someone will share like a stream that we do or something like to that thing, and immediately that comes like, "These guys don't know anything about the Mavericks. Delete the video." I'm like, the question could be like, "Who's the greatest Maverick of all time?" Oh, well, it's Dirk. And they're like, "He doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know goddamn thing about." Roy Tarpley's.
Right,
Okay.
It's an interesting space. I just stay out of it. If our stuff ends up there, I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. It's probably going to get a little bit.
Freaking Quasimodo, the delusion is real. Yeah, I remember people like 3 games in or whatever, like, fire Carlisle.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, chill out.
When are we finally going to fire Carlisle? And then you got the flip side where they just automatically then say, like, Mark Cuban's racist because he fired Avery Johnson, but he hasn't fired Carlisle. I'm like, well, yeah, but look what Carlisle's had to do since 2011.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
He's given a bucket of mismatched parts and has to put them together like, hey, this team actually made the playoff in 2016.
Mayo and Darren Collison on the same team with Troy Murphy.
And he still gave you a playoff run in 2016 where he's like, I don't know how, but here you go. It's a 7 seed.
That Mavs team, that OJ Mayo team.
Yeah.
He actually was 50. He was 500 with that team.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
You know, do you remember our lineup?
Well, you mean you would have had Collison, OJ. Our 3 would have been. I mean, Lamar Odom was supposed to be our 6th man.
No. Lamar Odom was before then.
That was the year. I'm 1 year ahead.
I think.
Was it VC?
I think it was Marion. I think Marion was
still here. Marion, Dirk,
and then.
Oh my God! Center was it Sammy D?
It probably was, or we probably started Eddie Curry.
Oh my God! Early in the year we did because we won in LA.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah,
I was a big Curry fan too. I was like, let's go. That was back in the day when centers were still relevant. It was like, at least we got someone to freaking go.
We're off in the weeds again.
Yeah, we are. Sorry.
Okay.
You do that for my benefit, 'cause I gotta leave too.
Okay, we got the Clippers, we got the Nuggets, we got the Jazz, we got the Lakers, we got the Rockets, Blazers.
Yes.
Playoff team, yes. We don't even really need to go into a whole lot with them. I mean, they kept everything the same. They added Hassan Whiteside,
which is big for them.
For them, yes, that's a good ad for them.
It's gonna be probably a good trade chip. No, they're gonna probably play the season with them.
Okay, Warriors. I still got Warriors as a playoff team. Oh.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Where though? I have no idea. Depending on how Steph and Russell mesh. Willie Cauley-Stein was a big addition for them. Yeah, Mike James was there, bro. I don't know. Back in the week.
Hey, Derek Fisher was there for a stint too, for about 3 days.
That's why when people were talking about like the most hated Mavs and have Chandler Parsons, there's like, do y'all realize Derek Fisher was on a freaking Mavs?
It was so blink and you miss it that it didn't make an impact. And hey, he made the right decision. He went to the finals that year. Or no, he didn't go to the finals with OKC, but he went to the Western finals.
Yeah. Freaking guy.
Man. Okay. I think Warriors.
Blazers are going to be good.
Well, I already jumped onto Warriors.
Oh, sorry.
Warriors, they still got Draymond Green as well.
Freaking Mike James. I hated Mike James. I hated Mike James so bad.
Okay, here's where we reach. Okay, Kings. For me.
I like what the Kings are doing. They're going to be one of those teams that are going to be
You got to give me a yep or a nope for you.
No.
Nope for the Kings for our prediction. And this is, again, a way too early prediction. Not like this is like our, we know everything.
Exactly. They're going to be in there, though. They're going to be
Sleeps on the grass, Adamas. Okay, now here's, for those following, we're into, there's one yep left and there's one nope left.
Okay.
We got two teams. Okay, in the chat, get your guys' reaction. Spurs, yes or no? Put a Y for yes, a no, an N for no.
That's a freaking tough one, bro. That's a tough one.
That's where we're at.
One.
Yep.
That's us.
Okay, for me, this is where I have done a couple different breakdowns, and I have ended up flipping these two in one of them. So for one, I had the Spurs as a, and the other, obviously, I had them as a, which means that your Dallas Mavericks were a first. And then a, most recently, I have the Mavericks as the 8 seed. I have them edging out the San Antonio Spurs.
Who does San Antonio Spurs have?
The Span and Sponio Turds. Span and Sponio Turds have... That's going to catch on. Well, I mean, they still got DeMar. They still got Aldridge. Then they got a lot of nice bucket pieces.
Jonte? Something super black name. Murray is coming back. Who was, I think, was he like a first team all defense?
They got a nice team.
Yeah, they got a good team, bro.
They were 7 seed last year? They were 7 seed last year.
Yeah, Darreck White, he's up and coming. Forbes is a good piece. They still have Patty Mills. Rudy Gay is still there. It's going to be tough. That's a very tough.
So here's one thing to remember too. Last year the 8 seed was the Clippers at 48 wins. That's 15 wins better than last year for the Mavericks. That is a high bar. Like adding KP or not, adding Curry back or not. That is a high bar to bounce back to. Yeah. Now, I think a very good over-under that I've seen, and it's built obviously on what the roster looks like now. I, for the record, think that the Mavericks make a late season push because of a trade deadline move. I think they make another pretty significant addition. I don't know who yet. Before the season, I will write an article talking about talking about specific guys that I think the Mavericks should go after, and the case, basically anything that you're hearing like, oh, there might be some fire to this smoke over here or anything like that, I'll include whether or not I think that's what they're going to do.
Okay.
But I think they'll make a trade deadline move, something significant, and I think that will propel them to slip into the 8th seed. I think they'll be in the running for it prior.
Talking about starter level?
Yes, I think it's going to be their third guy. Who is the third man?
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, man. I mean, if they don't standing pat.
A good over-under right now with the team currently constructed as it is, 44 wins.
Oh, 44?
44, let's say 44 and a half wins.
I was going to say 43.1.
Why are you doing a 0.1? It doesn't matter if it's a 0.1 or not. We just need a half.
If they land at 43, then you obviously go under.
But if it's a half, you would also go under or over.
I know.
That's why did you say 0.1? Why you got to undermine my 0.5 with your 0.1?
It doesn't matter. Point something means...
I don't appreciate your tone, sir. Why trying to show me up on the show?
Man, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. So, based on what we've
current roster, I think 44 wins is my mark.
Okay,
but I have them making a trade that I think helps them steal a couple games late in the year.
Okay,
and I have them then around 47 wins, which I think could get them in.
So, foot to the fire, gun to your head.
What kind of scenario is this that I'm hovering over fire with a gun to my head? You have a dark mind.
Darreck Kirby, DDP, founder of Dallas Prospects.
It's only singular.
Oh, sorry.
How have you been here 2 years and you still don't know that?
Because I don't pay attention to details. Founder of the Dallas Prospect. August 18th, 2019.
Okay.
Darreck Kirby. Do the Mavs make the playoffs? Foot to the fire. Gun to your head.
Where's my other foot?
The other foot's obviously fine. But gun to your head, so it wouldn't matter either way. Unless you answer in the next couple of seconds.
Okay, I'm going to say yes. Again, I think they're going to make a move at the deadline.
Okay.
And I think if they add a third man, and I'm not saying a superstar for the record.
Yeah.
I'm saying like the analogy I put on this before now, it sounds funny because these guys only played together about a year total.
Mm-hmm.
When the Mavericks made the deal with the Wizards
to get Caron Butler,
Haywood, and Deshaun Stevenson.
Yeah.
Dirk and Butler only got to play together for the rest of that year, plus till like January of the next year before the Butler knee injury, and they never played together again.
January 1st.
But he was the number 2 scorer for Dallas.
Yep.
If you can add a guy like that, that's a 3-and-D hard-nosed guy.
Which on that note, I hate the way how people sleep on Caron Butler. Like, people don't remember Caron Butler.
That's because he didn't get a chance to do a whole lot
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
People, as good as the title team was, people don't realize how much better it would have been had he been available.
Sean Marion was coming off the bench that year.
Yeah.
At the beginning of that year. Yeah. That's how good that title team was. Anyway, continue.
I think they make a move like that where they add someone that's not a blow-you-away name, but it's still a very solid addition.
For Mavs Twitter, it would be a blow-you-away. For Mavs Twitter, would it be a blow-you-away name?
Yeah, for Mavs Twitter,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it makes a significant impact. He fits well. He'll fit well, obviously, with Luka and KP, and it's a guy that you have for a couple of years. I think that will carry them into the playoffs. But if they don't somehow make that move, then I think they're just on the outside looking in. Like I said, if you don't make a move right now, is today's roster, I have 44 wins as my prediction. If you make that move, I got 47 and a half, let's say.
Darreck Kirby, I will have to say, me and Uduka, August 18th, 2019, I agree with you. The Western Conference, if we stand pat with the lineup with the roster that we have right now, we are 9th seed, which doesn't make the playoffs in the West.
That's what I had.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, we're battling. We're in a legit battle. If everything goes as projected, everyone stays healthy throughout the year. Yes, that most of the time doesn't happen. Freaking Boogie Cousins is already out for the season. Who could have been a main piece for the Los Angeles Lakers? But still, we're battling with the Spurs. We're battling with the Kings. Kings have made good moves. And De'Aaron Fox is making a lot of improvements.
Yep.
We're battling with the Pelicans to say if everything turns out somewhat what people were expecting with Zion Williamson, and they have the other pieces. They have Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, Drew Holiday, all them pieces. They have a team now that they can actually contend for a playoff spot. They had way more. Like Zion Williams was coming to the league way more than what Luka came into the league with.
Yeah.
So they can contend. Who else?
Talking about the bottom, you still got the Timberwolves in there, the Thunder in there, and the Suns.
Well, Timberwolves.
I'm just listing off the other teams.
Yeah, Thunder probably. Well, Thunder. Who knows?
Thunder are going to try, but I don't think they have the firepower.
Gallo
Literally,
is a good
they
player.
were the worst 3-point shooting team last year.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't have Chris Paul, and Gallinari's a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
so
they
help him out a lot.
some, but I just don't think they're going to be that good.
Memphis, not Memphis, but Denver. They added freaking from Thunder. What's his name?
Do you want me to run through my projection
All right,
West right now?
Let's go for the projection.
All right.
Way too early.
Yeah. All right. My 1 seed, this is something I drew up most recently. At the 1 seed, I have the Rockets. Again, I think it means everything to them to be the top seed, more than it means to any other team. Like a team like the Lakers or the Clippers, they know they can turn it on late in the year.
Yeah, I don't agree, but I agree.
Don't disagree.
I said I don't agree, but then I agree.
I heard degree. So I was
well, we can play the tape back.
I was wondering
we can play the tape back.
At what degree? Is it at 45 degrees that you agree? Or is it 90? Or is it a full 180?
But yeah, I think I turned the corner on that one. That's the reason that they will be a number 1 seed is because they will actually try, and the other teams will load manage their way out of the 1 seed.
Yes, I agree. Well, of course I agree. I made the original point. Yes, I agree. I am a genius. Okay. My 2 seed, I have the Clippers next.
Yes.
That was one that I considered. I honestly still considered the Nuggets briefly. But I have the Clippers. It depends on health and, as your favorite phrase, load management. Because we saw how much Kawhi was rested last year.
Yeah,
George, coming off double shoulder surgery, could also see a lot of rest.
And they both have a pretty wide load.
Yeah. Yeah. Big O says you definitely said degree.
Shut up, Big O.
Okay. So then at the 3, let's see. So I had the Rockets, then I had the Clippers. Now I have the Nuggets.
Okay.
At the 4, I have the Lakers.
You're gonna have
I really debated the Jazz or Lakers there. Because, again, I think the Lakers are a team that they might just kind of coast through the first half. And that's why I could easily flip those two.
This is how
I'm going to say it's the Jazz next.
Yeah.
It's the Jazz. 5 seed then is the Lakers.
All right. I want to do an exercise along with your seedings. And I'm going to stop you at a point where I'm going to stop you at a talking point that I want to go over.
Okay. At 6, I have the Blazers.
Okay.
7, all the way at 7, I have the Warriors. And then we get to that.
This is when I'm stopping you.
At Warriors?
At Warriors.
Okay.
This is how fun the Western Conference is going to be next year.
Yeah.
All the teams that you've listed have a decent shot at winning the NBA Finals next year.
Yes. Warriors, I think it's the least decent of the bunch.
Least decent, depending on how Klay Thompson comes back.
Right. No Klay until at least after All-Star, most likely. Obviously, they don't have Durant anymore. The thing for me is the dynasty they built, even though Durant came in and kind of made himself a part of it, it was built on depth. But to keep Durant and to get him and keep him, they gave up that depth.
Yeah.
So now he's gone. Clay's gone half the year. They don't have near the depth they once had. They still have, 2 very good players, including a superstar and Steph. But I don't think D'Angelo Russell is a superstar. I think he's in that next tier, that all-star tier. We'll just call it that all-star tier. And then I think Draymond's in that same tier as well. But Draymond's the heart and soul of that team, so at least they still have him. But yes, so I have the Warriors at 7. Then I get to 8. Again, if the Mavericks are able to make a deadline trade, I have them sneaking in at 8. If they don't make a trade, I have the Spurs. So,
I agree.
As I have it drawn up here, Mavericks 8, Spurs 9. Then it gets real messy at the bottom because I don't think there's a lot of separation between most of these teams. I have the Kings, Pelicans, Thunder, T-Wolves, Grizzlies, Sun.
Yeah. He thinks the Orlando Magics.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Kings, Pelicans, Thunder, T-Wolves. Thunder, T-Wolves I could flip too. But Thunder, T-Wolves.
John Flick, we're not sleeping on the Jazz.
I just put them as my 4 seed.
That's how good the Western Conference is going to be next year.
I put Houston, the Nuggets, the Clippers. Those are the only teams I put ahead of the Jazz.
Exactly. This is what we're going to have to get over heads next year. Seeding, it doesn't matter as much as it used to, especially this year. Your number 1 seed is not going to be, especially this year, is not going to be that much better than your number 5, 6, 7 seed. That's how good the league is going to be this year. Anyone can, from especially the West, anyone can come out the West 1 through 7, I believe. And so it seems like, if you're looking at it like how the league has been in the past, Jazz being the 4th seed, we're probably not going to make it to the finals, even though the Mavs made it into the 2006 finals, and they were the 4th seed. And they won.
That was the last year before the reshuffle.
I know. Can I just?
I'm giving you the moment.
Every now and then
we got to flex our knowledge.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna get killed by the one person that remembers that. We don't even know basketball.
Yeah. And the Mavericks did it in 2011, being the 3rd seed. Anyway, but I mean,
that was a tiebreaker with the Lakers, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think it came down to the Lakers.
They had
played
a game late in the year with the Lakers, and the Mavericks. I remember they were losing their cool. And they were picking up a lot of technicals late.
Yeah, we got our
melting down. Yeah, and then we got our teeth kicked in the last few minutes.
And then we swept those.
Yep.
Mother's Day Massacre. I still watched that game. It was freaking great.
15 of 16 combined 3-point shooting between Jet and Peja Stojanovic.
It was
15 of 16 from 3.
I can still watch that game to this day. Even adding commercials, I don't even care.
I want the whole game. I don't have it. I want the entire.
It's on YouTube.
The whole game?
The whole game.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's on YouTube.
I've seen the clips of it where it's like the 12-minute mashup and stuff, but I want to see the whole game.
Yeah. It's all on YouTube.
Let's see here. If the Warriors did not trade away their pick in 2020, you could see them low-key tank and win 42 games and reload with a pick. If they get 42 wins, they're not going to have the leverage to be high in the lottery or anything like that. Their odds, it's the NBA and conspiracies are a thing. But I think the Warriors have.
Well, you don't know now that we changed things around with the lottery because the Mavericks
have been.
We shared the same odds with the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah,
15 times. I have the actual stat. 15 times in our history we have been in the lottery, and of those times, 9 of the times we underperformed our odds, and the other 6 times we met the odds. So we've never outperformed what the odds said we should.
I heard I remember seeing something like our net of all the times we've been in the lottery was like a negative something number or whatever. Sabonis, that would be good.
Sabonis would be phenomenal to add, but I don't see him getting traded. He's a 6-man candidate. That was the one part I didn't mind losing Victor Oladipo from the OKC perspective when they made the Paul George trade. I did not like losing Sabonis. I understood why, but I didn't like it because I saw, even though he was a bit raw as a rookie, I still saw enough there that I was like, he's going to be pretty good.
Shout out to Kevin Hoffman with the Sabonis shout out.
Shout out for the shout out.
Shout out, yeah. I mean, there we have it, guys.
So what do you guys think? Are the Mavericks flying under the radar? What do you have them winning? How many games do you have them winning right now? Oh, his thumbnail is just so sexy over here.
It's a very under the radar thumbnail.
Yeah, it is. It flies under the radar.
Definitely flies under the radar.
Yep, but I think that's pretty much going to wrap up.
We're going to talk about schedule.
Yeah, let's do that on another one because we're already an hour and 10 minutes in.
Yeah, and I gotta go all the way to Frisco.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so we're already an hour and 10 minutes in, and we hadn't even gotten to the schedule. That's in part our fault for how we paced this. 82-0, I like it. 48 wins, says Connie. Let's see here. First name, last name. What's up? I was messing with first name, last name the other day because I did a live with DDP on Monday, and he commented the next day. He was like, "Hey man, it's still the off season." and I was like, I commented back. I was like, "Do you want to lose your moderator status?" Let's see here. Read off some of these others. 44 says Kevin Hoffman. Iliac Prime, 48. Barry B. Of course, they're flying under the radar. John Fink, 47. Big O with the optimism, 55 wins. Woo!
Bro.
Be nice to get back to the 50-win club. Dude, we took that for granted.
We did.
12 years.
That was another thing I saw.
What?
Since the turn.
The last 20 years?
Yeah, we're number 2.
Number 2 in win percentage. And think about how far that's fallen off the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Really, you could say even more than that. What I loved was the comments when people were answering what Dirk's percentage was. It's still second behind the Spurs, but Dirk's personal win percentage in that span. So the last 20 years, the best win percentages in the NBA are the Spurs at like 69%.
Spurs, number 2, the Mavericks,
at
number
like
3.
59.
Yeah, number 3, Houston.
Yeah.
Texas is killing
the Texas Triangle.
Yeah.
Yep. I was a little surprised to see Houston there because
I was too.
You only really think about how good they've been really with the Harden. I know obviously with T-Mac and Yao they were good for a couple of years there, but they still couldn't get out of the first round.
Yeah. Them Bob Sora days, golly.
Yeah. So that was surprising for me to see Houston at 3.
Yeah, we had him and T-Mac. Yeah.
49 wins says Nate Carroll. 46 says Steven Swaim. Rock says 55. Like the optimism. I'll rewind this later. Didn't catch it live. Oh, all good. First name, last name. Can't catch them 40 and 42. You're missing 2 games, sir. Oh, wait. No, you're not. I'm a dumbass. I was thinking 41 and 41. And now, wait. I deserve it. Hold on.
What you just said
No, we're not playing the whole drop.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever
takes
heard.
like 5 minutes.
At no point in your rambling...
Stop.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Okay. 40 and 42. Noted.
All right.
Pure 50 wins. Eric Anthony 42. Can't catch him 44. Let's see here. I think he's correcting with 44. So I looked like a dumbass for nothing now. 52 says Quasimodo. Barry B 45. 49. Barry B 8 seed in playoffs. First round matchup against the Clippers. Okay, so he's got the Clippers at 1.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would not be a fun series for Luka. That would be hell.
That's why I wanted to give another playmaker next to him.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's good answers. I see we're largely on the same page here. We'll do another video here soon talking about the schedule. I had a quick note I was going to mention. We had a lot of nationally televised games this year, actually.
Yes, we do. 13, I believe.
Something like that, which is like love that we haven't gotten in so long. So at least in that regard, we're not being overlooked here. If I can find it. Found it. Okay, Mavs on TV this year. You have on ESPN October 24th at the Pelicans, November 1st at the Lakers. Versus the Lakers.
That's the second game of the year for the Mavericks.
The Pelicans?
The Pelicans.
Okay. November 20th against the Warriors. December 14th at the 76ers. That'll be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
January 8th against the Nuggets. January 17th against the Blazers. The 31st of January against the Rockets. February 26th at Spurs, March 16th at Clippers. Then you've also got a few TNT games. November 14th at the Knicks. That is the KP return game and potential Dennis Smith Jr. revenge game. Mm-hmm. December 3rd at the Pelicans, January 23rd at the Blazers, and March 10th at the Spurs. TNT only has the road games.
Okay, so we have on October 24th.
Are you really just going to read the same list I just wrote?
No.
That I just rowed?
No.
You're not going to read what I rowed? Stop reading what I rowed.
November 1st against the Lakers. Is that potential game companion day? Friday? What do you do on Fridays? You ain't got a life.
What the fuck? Friday, that could work. Yeah, we might be able to do the November 1st against the Lakers for a game companion.
Okay. Where's the 20th? And that's Wednesday.
I got an announcement of sorts too. You don't even no, not that announcement. Yeah, you don't even know this announcement though.
Specifically, you're pregnant?
Yes, me specifically. I've decided to undergo the change and become a medical miracle. I guess, it's a cool thing.
Okay.
But for this particular side of the audience and channel,
Okay.
it probably doesn't hit as much. So, how many of you guys know Clutch Points?
The
Sports website.
The sports website, yes.
I am a new writer for Clutch Points.
Nice.
Yeah, I am the Cowboys editorial writer for Clutch Points.
Congrats.
And it's an actual paid position.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Hopefully their
I'm adding-
stuff is going to be better now.
hey man, if you're gonna change it, you gotta change it from the inside sometimes.
Exactly.
But yeah, I've got a few different writing gigs that I do, but this is the first one to kind of break through on that front. There is the obviously Dallas Prospect, Dallas Sports Fanatic, where I write Cowboys and Mavericks and sometimes other stuff like WWE for them as well.
Boom.
Then
My cousin. Shout out to my cousin. He's actually a new, I don't even know what they call it, but he's like a new recruit for the WWE now.
Okay.
He's actually going to be
He's at the Performance Center and all that?
Yeah, he got a contract with them. He's going to be
NXT?
on NXT. Yep.
Dude, we need to like NXT companion that shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Hell
I'll
yes,
do it.
man. I will absolutely
Yeah.
do an NXT game companion if
So
you
shout out-
got your cousin there.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull him up.
Let's see here. Cowboys Experience, I'm going to write for them this year. I think that one might also be a paid position, which is pretty cool.
Boom. NXT.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a big guy. But yeah,
Sweet.
Shout out to my cousin, EJ. Proud of you.
Prospect, Dallas Sports Fanatic, Cowboys Experience, and Clutch Points. So I got 4 as I hold it up in the
Look
most
at you,
awkward way
move.
manner.
Maybe people will start noticing your stuff on Mavs Twitter and start putting you in that lunch meme or whatever.
Yeah, lunch table thing.
Yeah, no respect for us.
The thing is, man, I'm not super active on Twitter. I don't play the game really.
I read a lot, but I don't.
That's kind of how I
tweet a
do.
lot.
Like I'll check in several times a day and I'll skim through it, but like I don't mix it up because even if I want to argue with someone because they're making a stupid point, I'm just like, whatever, man. Like, why am I gonna get into this petty little?
Yeah, I just
nothing.
can't type as fast as some of y'all do. I'm not. I'm about to tweet this, and my one sentence takes like 30 minutes, and then 4 replies come in. I'm just like, I can't do it. Nope, can't do it.
Today in Mavs Facebook, congratulations on the baby.
That's funny.
Cameron, good job. Looks like he's-
Another potential game companion. So what I want to
Iliac
do?
Prime says you look like you're cheating off my test because you keep looking at my phone and then like going back to your phone.
I'm looking at his dates and going back to my calendar. I'm seeing which games lie on the weekend. These televised games. I mean, you can look at the whole thing. It doesn't have to be a national game, but it'll be better. That'd be awesome because those are usually the good matchups. But 76ers December 14th. That's a Saturday.
Yeah.
We can do a game companion. Then 2, and then probably somewhere down the line, probably if the Mavericks are doing good, more people are watching, we're doing better, more people are watching us. Now we can probably start doing live spots where we have real watch parties and stuff like that. People eating.
We could definitely see about that.
Having a good time.
I don't know anything yet, Kevin, about an announced dark number retirement game. I haven't heard anything on that, but I gotta think it's coming. That's gonna be one of those events if we can do it.
What if that's-
Unless it's like a Tuesday night or something.
I'll be so mad.
It needs to be like a Friday or Saturday in
it
Dallas.
needs to be,
But we'll figure it out.
I will probably want to be at that game.
Yeah.
But if we can't be at that game, then I would definitely want to do.
That's something we need to do before because do as well sometime is we need to see if we can. Not like we're all doing like a group package thing to get there, but like we need to plan out a game that we're gonna go to and encourage as many people that follow the channel as they can
Yeah.
to like just come to the game as well, and we'll get a chance to meet you guys as
Meet
well.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh, I thought you were saying congrats on the pregnancy.
Yes. All I got's a food baby right now.
I made a movement. All right, I gotta go though.
All right, man. That's going to wrap up our time for this show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Salute to the 80 or 90, however many people are in here right
I
now.
think we had up to 90.
Sweet.
Awesome.
But yeah,
On a
we'll be
dead
back.
period like now, that's actually really good.
It is. We'll be back next Sunday. I'll try and do some content as well this week, and I do some Cowboy stuff there in preseason. Annie, you've been gone a while. You may be gone longer if you continue to mess this up. Hit him with a tagline.
All right, guys. And remember, every legend was once a mother prospect.
There you go.
Peace out,
I'll allow
people.
it. Salute.